Hello, this is Kyle with Rocketman Plumbing here in Albuquerque, and we're going to talk a little bit about what your ears can tell you about your plumbing systems in your house. There's a few noises you don't want to hear, and if you hear these noises, you don't want to ignore what you're hearing. One is you're running your bathtub, or you're running your kitchen sink, or you're flushing your toilets, and you hear this glug, glug, glurp. It sounds abnormal. And what it's doing is that is a sign that your sewer line is probably getting ready to start backing up. If you flush your toilet and you get air bubbles coming back up out of it, that's a sign that your sewer line is backing up. That's one noise you should listen for. Another is the sound of running water. It's like, you just kind of listen, it's like, well, that sounds like water's running, but I'm not running any water. Well, that's a sign that there's a good chance you have a water leak. Water noise can vibrate throughout an entire house. You can have a yard leak out in your yard on your water line feeding your house, and you can hear it inside your house. So you want to listen to that water running noise. Sometimes it's just a toilet that is running, which is an easy fix. But sometimes if you have a slab foundation, which almost all new homes built in the last 30 plus years have a slab foundation, you could be a leak underneath the slab. So you want to listen to water running noises. Another noise that we've probably all heard a time or two, and that is a pounding of a pipe, possibly in a wall, where you just go bam, 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 and usually it stops, but it makes that noise. Now, what causes that noise can be several things. One, you have a loose pipe in your wall, and when it actually starts doing that clanging is usually when a faucet is either getting turned on or turned off, where it's changing the water pressure in the line. For whatever reason, that's when it can do it. One of the most common clanging noises is from a toilet. You flush your toilet, it runs water. When the fill valve is just about to shut off, it's squeezing the water pressure almost off, but it creates a pressure problem in the line, and lots of times you'll hear that noise of just something beating, and it's the pipe in the wall. It's just vibrating enough to make that noise. There are several things you can do to solve that problem. One is you put this, it's basically, it's a shock absorber on the line, and usually you do it right off of the hot water heater. Sometimes you can do it underneath a sink, and lots of times that will solve the problem. Sometimes your water pressure might just simply be too high in your house, and you might need to put in a pressure reducing valve. Your water pressure shouldn't be over about 60, 65 pounds. Some places they have over 100 pounds of water pressure, and they have to have that. And the other thing that does, if your pressure's too high, you're much more likely to have mainline water breaks. So bottom line, if you have too much water pressure, you really should have a pressure reducing valve, and that will solve many possible future problems. Something else you can do sometimes that fixes the problem is if the noise is coming from after you flush the toilet. Usually what will solve that problem is you simply need to replace the fill valve on your toilet. That fixes it lots of times. But sometimes all you got to do is go to the shutoff valve that feeds your toilet. You go under, you flush your toilet, and you get it to make the noise. And all you got to do is usually just turn this valve about half off, right about there, and that will change the water pressure going into your toilet. And sometimes you can stop it from making that noise just by usually slowing this fill valve down on your toilet. But whatever solves the problem, if it doesn't solve the problem, give Rocketman Plumbing a call and we will come out and solve it for you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.